As you were mentioning, the wildfire smoke has put the air quality at unhealthy to very unhealthy levels in a lot of our area, including Yakima County. That's especially a big problem for people who work outdoors. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us the Department of Labor and Industries has been working on putting protections in place for those outdoor workers, but they still have a ways to go.
Washington's wildfire season gets worse all the time, and the resulting drop in air quality due to wildfire smoke can make people sick.
Eye and nose and throat irritation, fatigue, headache and coughing, wheezing and shortness of breath.
Health officials recommend staying inside and trying to keep the air there as clean as possible. But if you do have to go outside, wearing an N95 mask or other mask that can filter out fine particles will help, especially for outdoor workers who don't have a choice about staying inside. The Washington State Department of Labor and Industries has put emergency wildfire smoke rules in place for the past 2 summers, but now they're working on a permanent rule to protect outdoor workers.
The rule will target PM 2.5, which are these really tiny particles found in wildfire smoke that can travel long distances and penetrate deep into the lung and cause health effects.
At minimum, employers would have to have a plan in place to respond to wildfire smoke and train employees on how to protect themselves. And once there's more wildfire smoke in the air, provide them with N95s or other respirators.
As well as implement exposure controls. So things like reducing other work that creates dust, moving work indoors, creating additional time for rest breaks.
And once in place, it's a rule they can enforce.
If there is a complaint, for example, and a compliance inspector goes out and finds that an employer is in violation of the rule, that could result in a citation.
The proposed permanent rule has already gone through a public hearing and public comment process, and LNI is reviewing those comments to see if any changes need to be made. They say they hope to have a permanent rule in place by mid-September. In Washington State, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Now, even though there's not a specific rule in place right now for wildfire smoke, the Department of Labor and Industries says employers can look at their expired emergency rule for last year for guidelines on how best to protect their workers.